The red zone is the area where it's going to take an immense amount of effort to get there, but you also know, because many people have done it before, you also know that it's 100% achievable for someone of your social status, of your mental acuity, of your physical ability. You know that it's possible because other people have done it, but it is hard. The red zone is the zone of content creation where you're going to find the most explosive growth, where you're going to connect most deeply with your audience. And it's also the place that's going to feel very uncomfortable for you. Now, I remember when I first started experimenting making videos, but they were bad. They were me just trying to be this, this person who knows it all and is sharing from my vast experience, of which I had very little, and trying to be the authority when I hadn't really earned it. And those videos flopped, and it's no wonder they only have, less than 10 views probably. But I just had to start. And I think that there's a concept, like start before you're ready. Don't wait till all your ducks are lined up to get started. And that's the one thing I did right, is I actually just started. But I think that a lot of people, they over prepare to the point where they miss the wave, right? They miss the opportunity to jump on when the energy is there, the inspiration is there, the audience is there, or at least get started so you can catch audience when it's there. So getting started before you're ready is super important. But when you're presenting from a position of authority, then people will look at you as an authority. They'll look at you as more of a concept, an idea, than a person. And we need to break through that, and we want to connect with people and have a real conversation with people. And you want people to feel like they're connecting with you. And this is where the idea of the red zone comes in. We have different thresholds for our goals, right? So if we set our goals in life, and the goals, by the way, are what's going to be kind of the determining factor on what kind of content you're going to create. Because when you create great content, it usually has to do with your life's goals, your life's missions. And for me, my big picture, my big goal is helping people like you, because the world needs you. I believe the world needs you, and therefore my goal is to help give you as many tools as possible in order to be able to help the world better. So that's my goal. Now, if we bring it down to earth, there's a different range of goals. And all the way on the bottom, you've got really simple goals. Maybe your goal is to wake up at 7 a.m., right? That's a goal, right? Is it achievable? It's super achievable. How will you know that you achieved it? Well, you look at your clock. If it's 7 a.m. and you're up, then you've achieved it. And then you've got Elon Musk level goals, right? Where you want to send people to Mars, right? Have the whole world get off of gas vehicles and things like that. And we can dream about these kind of goals in our lifetime. But for 99.999% of us, that's unrealistic. We're not going to reach those goals, right? So there's this range. We've got things like put a man on Mars, and we've got wake up at 7 a.m. And then in between, right here in the middle, we've got the red zone, right? And the red zone is when we start talking about things that are somewhere in between, right? Things that it starts getting scary to talk about, because you know that if you talk about it, if you share that those are your goals, if you start making content about how you're reaching to achieve it, and you fail, then you feel this certain level of discomfort. Like, what if I fail? What are my fans going to think? What's my audience going to think? Is everybody going to think I'm a fraud or failure, or what are they going to think, right? The red zone is the area where it's going to take an immense amount of effort to get there, but you also know, because many people have done it before, you also know that it's 100% achievable for someone of your social status, of your mental acuity, of your physical ability. You know that it's possible because other people have done it, but it is hard. Maybe the red zone is going to be build your own house. That would be a red zone. Is it hard? Yeah, it's really hard if you're not a professional construction worker, right? Is it possible? Yeah, many people have done it. Hundreds of years, people have been building their own homes. But it's really difficult. Another one can be get the body of your dreams. A lot of people have succeeded with this, but I'll bet that if we dig a little deeper and we look at all the people who started this journey of a body transformation and blogging or vlogging their way through it, I'll bet that for every person that succeeded, I bet 9 other people dropped out. They started documenting it, they started getting there, and then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then, oh, the gym's closed, and you don't hit those goals for whatever reason. And that is a red zone type of goal. So if you're watching the replay, it seems like this is going to be mostly a replay type of video. Put in the comments below, what is your red zone goal? I remember for me, the last time I did like a red zone goal, and I did talk about it quite a bit in my videos, it's got a lot of engagement and got a lot of people to feel like they knew me because I was going through a difficult project, and this was called 75 Hard, where it took me 75 days of every single day, without fail, without exception, weekends, the whole thing, without exception, drink a gallon of water a day, right? Read 10 pages of a book, work out 2 times, 45 minutes each. One has to be outdoor and the other can be indoor or outdoor. Pick a diet, like a healthy diet, and stick to it. Now, those 5 things, they had to happen every single day without compromise. And dude, doing 2 workouts a day is not easy. And if you miss one day, if you drank 0.9 gallons, I'm not sure what that is, like almost a gallon, then you have to restart. If you chose a diet and you compromised even 1%, you'd have to start again from 0. And it's 75 days. And what happened with me is I got all the way to 50 days. I was flying high. I accidentally ate a piece of fried chicken, which was outside of the diet plan I gave myself, and I had to reset back to 0. So when I finally did get to day 75, it was at 125 days. This was a really difficult thing. And because I was able to share something that is in my red zone, the red zone, something that is difficult but achievable, then people felt more connected to me. And when we make content around the goals that fall in the red zone, that is when people are going to know, like, and trust you. They're going to feel like it's a shared experience. They're going to feel inspired. They're going to feel like when you fail, like they want to back you up. They're your fans, your backup team, the guys who are going to hold you accountable potentially. So I want you to put into the comments, what are the red zones? This is not something if you're watching live. I'm going to come back, look at the comments, and I want you to put them there, not just for yourself or for me, but for inspiration to other people too. Because I think that a lot of people might discount their experiences. Recently, there's someone on TikTok, and she was inspired by this book that was written a long time ago, over 10 years at least. It's called One Red Paperclip. And this guy on Craigslist he got a red paperclip, and his goal was to trade it up to be able to own a house. Trade the paperclip for something. And this TikTok channel is just blowing up. And this person just had a simple idea, not even original. They started with a hairpin. And right now, I'm not sure where they're at, but they've got millions of followers. And once you do that, you could become a celebrity. And once you're a celebrity, you could leverage that into whatever you want, whether you're a coach, whether you're in fitness, whatever that is, a TV personality, an influencer. And it wasn't even an original idea. They just took an old idea from a book and then said, hey, maybe this will work on TikTok. And now they are the TikTok thing. So that's a red zone goal. So what's your red zone goal? Darlene says, red zone is creating content as I now have refined what I do and how I help. As I'm studying, I have less time to work on my business. So Darlene, I love that. And when it comes to creating content, how much, how often? So if you say my goal is to create content, that's more like a green zone goal. Anybody can create content quite easily. But what part of that's difficult, right? What is it going to be? Create one piece of content per day for a year? Is it going to be compose, 1,000 words a day and put it out there? If you have these kind of red zone goals that are specific, then people will share the experience with you. If you say something like, hey, I want to put a man on Mars, they might applaud, but they'll probably also think you're crazy. And unless you're Elon Musk, they probably won't even pay attention. If you say, I'm going to wake up at 7, people are just like, well, I wake up at 7 every day. Too easy. Those are green zone. Here's the bonus about all this. Let's say you go through this experience and you have a red zone content, right? You're shooting video that is something difficult for you to do, but definitely achievable. And once you achieve it, think about how much you can encourage people who are your viewers, your fans. You can tell them about the experience you had. You can tell them about the pitfalls. You can tell them about all the things that you experience emotionally. And when you share an experience and they can go back and see it live when it actually happened. For example, this video is live right now. If you do it live or you record it and put it online, people will see that. And that's going to deepen people's trust in you. All right, let's see what Darlene has to say. Writing and publishing at least one blog a month. This can then be content on my page, at least one post on my page. Darlene, that is awesome. That's a great goal. And if one a month is a challenge to you, if it feels really difficult, then that's perfect. That's your red zone goal. So, guys, think about the red zone. Comment what's your red zone.